Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Silent Hunter 5. Where we last left off, we were hunting out in the North Atlantic and sunk some ships that made no progress with the mission. So, we gotta find ourselves some ships to actually get some progress on the western approach. As you can see, we've got nothing, and we're patrolling this area. Now, I'm glad I showed my patrol path, because in the comments it was suggested that you go deeper to about, I think it was 50 meters. So dive down to about the this level here, the 40 meters, 50 meters, something like that. And the hydrophone should theoretically be a little bit more efficient. So me likey that. Let's never say me likey again. One of the things I do just want to do is just sort of set like a 100-kilometer circle out here, just to, you know, sort of keep myself within range of this. It might be 50, it might be 100. 50 seems really tiny. So I'm going to go with 100, and then we'll see if we can actually find anything.
New waypoint. Course
I guess that's not really. We can go up like
ahead.
that, and then down like that.
New waypoint. Course 302. New waypoint. Course
up and then down. Yeah,
7,
look at that.
8. New waypoint. Course 170.
All right. Well, it's our patrol route, and we're gonna be dropping down nice and deep, as we're wont to do. Let's get rid of these, even though I know they're gonna be popping up all the time. And let's just go ahead, check on our crew. We've got all our points spent. That's good. And so I guess, yeah, we're just going to be sailing around. Now, other things. This video is coming out late. The house that I was going to buy wound up being a bit of a cesspit. Not a cesspit, that is incorrect. Just poorly built. There was a structural issue with the floor in the master bedroom that could wind up with me going to bed upstairs and waking up downstairs in the living room. So, needless to say, that house is not going to be where I'm going to be living. What this does mean is that I'm back to square one, trying to find a new place. So, again, videos intermittent, and I do apologize. And I know you guys love watching this series. Otherwise, you know, why would you be watching it? That would be insane. So, I do love putting these out here. Doing my best to get them out. Life is hectic. At some point in the near future, things will get back to normal and better than normal. So more videos. Hopefully a video a day. That's what I'm aiming for. Might not get there right away, but I'm hoping and thinking that that's going to be the route that I take once I get settled. Once I find a new place, get settled, and get myself set and ready to go. So, that's that for that. Delicious, tasty coffee. Other than that, yeah, that's about it. We need to find some ships to sink. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for the episode. I haven't got much else to share. So, yeah, let's go find some ships, shall we? See you guys in a bit. All right, so our patrol's done. Our fuel level is sitting at 60%, so we've burned roughly 12% of our fuel, following the BDU's orders here to patrol this area, and unsurprisingly, we've returned with nothing. So I'm gonna get on my little digital soapbox here, take a little sip of my coffee, which is thankfully not digital, and bitch a little bit about a game system. So, come on, open that up, thank you. And up, fully on deck, well I can rant. Okay, so, numerous times I get these little missions, patrol the specified area. It doesn't really provide much information other than that. It doesn't provide a radius or anything like that, so you're left to your own devices to figure this out. That is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm fine with, you know, having the player have to figure things out on their own. That's cool, that's great. I don't mind that. And I wish more games did that. That being said, I would also like a bit of a reward for completing these little patrol things. other than perhaps sinking a fleet of ships that might be here if the game decides that there is. Basically, throughout all of my Silent Hunter 5 playing, I've had a lot of these patrol this specified area, and aside from, if my memory serves correctly, way out over in the Baltic, on the Poland campaign, where, quite frankly, there wasn't a lot of room for these things to hide, I've never come across a fleet for one of these that I can remember. There are video series in the past, so you know what? If there is one video where I have stumbled upon a fleet at one of these locations, feel free to call me a liar. But for the most part, these things are just kind of like, hey, go here outside of your mission parameters or just on the edge of your mission parameters and sail around a bit. You're not going to find anything, but we want you to go there. There's no way to complete it. Thank you for the autosave. Unless you find something there, but the game doesn't go out of its way to make sure you're going to find something there. I don't know if, you know, when I was given this wherever I was, pretty sure I was back in Lorient, there was a fleet here. And then by the time I got here, it had gone, in which case, it's poor mission design. But yeah, there just never really seems to be an actual reason for me to go here other than here's a little sticky point, the BDU is going to call you back. So I'm of two minds, right? Like, maybe I should just abandon this and go continue on with the mission where time is slowly but surely ticking away. However, I know if I do complete one of these missions, or get one of these, I think I get an Iron Cross thingy. So, I don't know. Should I stick around? Should I not? These are the questions I've got to figure out. But it's disheartening, because I just spent a lot of my time going back and forth, dropping down to 40, 50 meters depth, doing a scan, popping up, doing a scan. Like, it's, I don't know. Maybe this is the big feature of the gameplay of this game, in which case, these sub-sims may not be as fun as I initially thought, although I'm 30 some odd episodes in, so obviously these games are pretty damn fun. Once you find a fleet, that is. So yeah, I'm really tempted to just abandon this and go back to actually hunting convoys, which I think is what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and get rid of our little navigation mark there, and we're just going to ignore this. Besides, even if we find something, like I say, this patrol area is outside of my mission area. So, I don't know. Anyway, enough jibber-jabbering. We've got enough fuel to do a little bit of hunting. So, let's head back over here and see if we can't find something to hunt.
New waypoint, course 80.
Beautiful. Hopefully I'm back with ships to sink. See you guys in a bit. And just like that, the BDU was like, yeah, you know what? Where we told you to go. It's probably not important. Don't worry about it. Reposition to someplace new, would you? They want us up there now. Well, at least that's within my mission area. Now, why am I down here when I set my course for over here? Well, I got a radio contact of a merchant convoy coming up this way. But, honestly, I don't think there's anything there. Been here for a little while now, and we haven't come across anything. I've got Benno on the reveal total enemies, or total revealing of enemies, or whatever that one skill is, and we got nothing. We got nothing, so I don't know. We'll wait it out for a little while longer down here, and then just move up here and make the BDU happy. Perhaps sink a convoy there and really get this mission on the go. But yeah, if these guys pop up in the next, I don't know, couple of in-game hours, we'll go after them. If not, so be it. We'll check that out, and we'll be back with something more exciting, I hope, than me rambling and a map screen. Yay! All right, so that radio contacted fleet never really showed up. We got our circle back up and ready to go. Let's do some
New waypoint, course 177.
patrolling.
Returning to course. New waypoint, course 272.
Just gonna
New waypoint,
try
course
and get
97.
as
New
much
waypoint,
coverage
course 66.
as I
New
can.
waypoint,
Now, obviously,
course 38. New waypoint, course 16. New waypoint, course 3.
you know, up around here, there's not as much coverage, but that shouldn't be too much of a concern. We're not moving. We should be moving. There we go. Okay, so let's get into first position here. Set. Okay. Cut our engines.
All stop.
Drop
Deeper.
down. To speed
Current
up
depth,
time.
10 meters. Current depth.
Got our
40
depth down
meters.
40. Are we going to be able to go deeper than that?
Current depth
50 something.
meters.
That's good. I bet it'll balance out to 45 before I'm done my scan. Ooh, exciting. Point one of many left to go. Okay, let's vent.
Go all ballast.
Full
Half
speed ahead, or half speed ahead. And I'm going to be back when we find something. I hope. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Alright, sit rep. Gone through another patrol, didn't find a thing. Personal problems that I experienced along the way. I ran out of my extra large coffee around here. Usually, these extra large coffees last a recording session. With these two patrol routes, yeah, so from about roughly around here on out, I was going without any sort of liquid. So when this most recent little patrol thing ended, grabbed myself some water, came back to continue. So other than, you know, beverage issues, there's nothing going on. Absolutely nothing. So let's take a look at our subsystems. We need gas. It's not critical yet, but it will be. So
New waypoint.
we are going to set ourselves a course.
Returning
Half
to
speed
course.
ahead.
New waypoint. Course
Brest here.
125.
Let's make sure we get nice and zoomed in.
New waypoint. Course 100.
So we don't run a chance of running
New
aground.
waypoint. Course 83.
Oh, that's getting close, isn't it? And
New
that should
waypoint.
get us
Course
into the harbor.
71.
so we can just do a quick pit stop and refuel without losing any time on the old mission clock. Well, aside from the time it takes to get there and back. So, yeah, hopefully we come across something along the way. We've got to go almost entirely through our patrol route, so short of finding something just outside of Brest, anything is going to be a good target to hit. So yeah, hopefully we hit something along the way. Back when something exciting finally happens, I hope. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to see Brest. So, hey, it's the internet. You can find Brest anywhere, basically. So it's not even that exciting. Okay, guys, be back in a bit. A friendly reminder from the BDU, reposition to new area, be more aggressive. You position me to an area where I can actually sink something, you asshats. Regardless, U-boats don't run on hopes and dreams. I need gasoline. I guess technically diesel. So, screw you, BDU. I'll do my own thing. Alright. Back with hopefully ships exploding. Alright, so with the presence of land so predominant and us basically headed straight for it,
Smoke on the horizon. Bearing 357.
I think it's pretty evident we didn't find any ships. I want to take the first-person view just so I can see if we are going to run aground. And I am
Smoke
getting a
on
little
the
bit nervous,
horizon.
I'm not going to
Bearing
lie.
7.
We will be turning soon. Good. Okay, there
Ship
we go.
sighted. Bearing 329.
So here we are in the beautiful port of Brest. You can see all the dockyards over yonder. One lighthouse. Some freighters and things. And it looks like we're not going to be getting close enough. So we'll just shift over yonder. And we should be getting close
Ship
here.
sighted. Bearing
to resupply.
348.
All stop.
Or not. Where's my shallow waters? We need fuel. Yes, we do. We've got enough to turn around and go to Lorient if we have to, but I don't want to have
Slow
to.
speed ahead.
Ship sighted. Bearing 355.
Minimum
go.
speed ahead.
Let's just cut speed
All stop.
entirely. We're gonna have to refit. Full tank. Full load of torpedoes. I don't even know if we shot any. But,
New
hey.
waypoint. Course 63. Returning to
Half speed
course.
ahead.
New waypoint. Course 119. New waypoint.
And
Course 173.
let's make a beeline for that new patrol route, shall we?
New waypoint.
There we go.
Course 180.
So, we got the Defiance turned around here.
Ship sighted. Bearing 279.
Nice and quickly, please. There we go. We're off on a new adventure. Well, I guess technically the same
Escort
adventure,
sighted.
just with
Bearing
a fresh tank of
91.
gas. So, yeah. We'll see you guys when we get close to the patrol route. Hopefully we'll find something along the way. We'll see. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so it's not exactly a freighter convoy. But we have come across a task force of, I believe, 4 destroyers.
All stop.
We're reaching course.
Now,
end.
unfortunately, can I get back to the map, please? They're basically heading straight for me. And I'm not really sure if I'll be able to get a shot off. We might be able to do a rear-facing torpedo shot here. Can I? Please, thank you. So let's see
Closing
what
to
we can
1.
acquire. Okay, so there are the ships. There. I think
Tracking new target.
the best bet we'll have for a shot is on the front guy. And I'm thinking it might have to be a 3. Let's see. Considering the range out of these guys, yeah, it probably will have to be a 3. If we keep it around there, that should be good. And, well, maybe not even that. Maybe that down like that. Let's just see. We'll wait till these guys get in a bit close. Or closer. And where is my target? There is my target there. So yeah, we might be able to do something here. We're as close in as we can get. Let's make sure we warm up that warhead, and let's make sure that this is
Torpedo depth set to
not
1
that deep.
meters.
And in 3, 2, 1, los.
Los.
All right. Let's drop that down, get up in our cheaty view, and observe what'll happen. So here is the task force, and here's our target. Looks like it might be an older destroyer. Not that I'm a naval expert or anything like that, but, you know, there's no fancy paint job on it or anything like that. We got some just open artillery guns in the back there. So I think it's an older one. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Doesn't look to be taking any sort of evasive maneuvers, which is good. And we can see our torpedo is slowly coming in. I guess not really slowly. It's as quick as that torpedo can move. But I have a feeling it's going to be a miss. Yep, it's a miss. And it won't be hitting anything else. Well, it might. But I wouldn't bank on it. Probably should have waited. Of course, I also probably should have got myself into a slightly better position
Tracking new target.
than where we is. Regardless, I don't think they know we're here. And it's going to take forever for that tube to reload. I don't think
Tracking new target.
Reloaded now, we'd have a shot, perhaps. But, yeah. There's our excitement for the day. One shot on a destroyer convoy, and we miss. Still, we're gonna let these guys pass.
Torpedo missed, sir. Tube 5.
And they're gone.
Ready.
Alright.
New waypoint. Course 3. Returning
Half
to
speed
course.
ahead.
Back to our patrol route. Let's
Blow
go ahead.
all ballast.
Get on the surface. Get back sailing. Alright, guys. Hopefully back with something more exciting. Alright. So we got here. I dove down, did a quick sonar scan. Found nothing. So we've set up our patrol route. Hopefully this is aggressive enough for the BDU. Otherwise, I'm not sure what I could be doing to be more aggressive, except perhaps staying on a convoy route. Might not be a bad idea. Regardless, I have noticed through the course of sailing around that there are a few more radio contacts down in this general area, not necessarily within this 100-kilometer circle, but there definitely seems to be a bit more activity around this area. So I'm hoping and praying, even though I'm not religious, that we find something is basically it, because otherwise today's episode is going to really suck. One missed shot on a destroyer. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to be back when something exciting happens. See you in a bit. I was afraid I wouldn't recognize the sound of a ship when I heard it. Thankfully, I did. Finally, we have a contact. It looks to be outside of this little patrol range.
All stop.
We're approaching our
This
final
stage.
waypoint. Would you like to plot a new course, Captain? Maybe a search pattern? New
I don't
waypoint.
care.
Course 243.
Actually.
Returning to
Half speed
course.
ahead.
New waypoint. Course 211.
All stop.
We're reaching course end. Would you
my
like to
God,
plot
stop
a new
it.
course, Captain? Maybe a search pattern?
No, we found something. I don't need a search pattern. Okay. Let's watch its direction. It is heading that way. Good.
New waypoint. Course
do something like that, maybe?
276. Returning to
Half speed
course.
ahead.
New waypoint.
Maybe even
Course
put that out a bit
234.
It does appear to be close, though. So let's see if we can't get a visual on it. Come on, get up the ladder. Okay, so it's about over yonder. Let's make sure we get our tubes set correctly. Oh, and let's actually get up to periscope depth, too.
Periscope depth.
Might be helpful. Okay. Good God. Stop it. Doesn't look like anything visually yet. Maybe over there, but I doubt it. Okay. Let's get that down, and let's actually get onto the surface.
Surface the boat. Recharging batteries.
All right.
All stop. Periscope
Let's
depth.
drop down.
Shut down diesel engines. Current depth.
Benno, have you lost the
10
target?
meters.
First sound contact of the day. Well, I guess second if you count those destroyers. And we've lost it? No, we haven't. Just up in that direction. How are our battery power doing? English.
New waypoint.
Gooder.
Course 9.
All right, let's go
Returning
ahead.
to
Half
course.
speed ahead.
Ahead slow, or ahead half. And we should be able to see this guy soon. Keep your eye on him, Benno. actually zoom out so we got a wider field of view. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing him just yet. That's okay. Perhaps a bit more like that. Keep pushing it out. We're only going 7 knots, which isn't exactly quick. Let's actually get up on the surface. And then we should theoretically...
Recharging batteries.
I guess we don't need the periscope up if we're on the surface. Should be seeing this guy soon. No, those are just clouds. Not smoke. Oh, look at that spray. That's pretty cool. Still no visual contact with this guy, though, but we know he's heading off in this direction. As we're coming along, minimap. Still nothing. All right. Benno, see if you can reacquire him. Bitter.
Shut down diesel engines. Recharging batteries.
Okay, let's just cut that. No, he's way up there. Okay.
Blow all ballast.
Low ballast.
Half speed
Go back
ahead.
to speed 3.
Recharging batteries.
Still really nothing though, eh? We should be getting close. Drop down, cut your engines.
All stop. Engage electric motors. Recharging batteries. Blow all
Raise
ballast.
up, go
Half
ahead.
speed ahead. Recharging batteries.
That is a merchant ship going 11 knots. It looks like it might be alone, too. Let's see. Nope. Is it? It looks like there's 2 ships over there, but that might just be the wake of one. Alright. Man the deck gun. Thank you, Dieter. And this guy's only going 11 knots. We should be able to keep pace with him here. Yeah. So now that he's moving, let's see if we can't get a couple shots in him. Although, he might be quite a distance out still. Let's find out. 4 kilometers. Yeah, that's a ways. Let's kick up our speed and secure the deck gun for now. No need to waste ammunition. Alright, now we're sitting nice and close. Still acquired. Man the deck gun. Thank you. Now, is that me shooting or is that them shooting? That's me shooting. Good. Try and just adjust your aim a bit to the right. There you go.
Half speed ahead.
Yeah. There's some fireworks. It's a relatively large freighter too, and thankfully it's well within the mission range. It's only 1 ship, but hey, it's better than what we've been getting for the past hour and a half. I'm glad it's a lone merchant ship too. Makes things slightly easier. And how quick are you going now? You've slowed down to 4 knots. Well, then we don't need to be going 16. fact, let's hit the cheaty view and just check out the damage that good old Max is inflicting on this ship. Oh, there's a couple of very nice holes. Let's check below the waterline. Here we got 1, 2. And, yeah, that ship is definitely sunkaroo. Let's see what, if anything, that added to our total. Maybe it moved a bit. It still doesn't look like it moved much, if at all, which has got me concerned. It's got me very concerned. Alright, well, that ship's definitely going under. I'm not sure if that counts for the patrol of the specified area. I'm going to say doesn't, because that is still there. And sadly, it doesn't look like it did anything for this, because that didn't move. So, let me just read this again. The Tommies now have to gather war material from their allies. Tanks, planes, weapons, and ammunition are brought by sea. With the fall of France and our change of bases to the Bay of Biscay, the British have shifted main convoy traffic to the northwestern approaches. Sinking as many of them as possible may just give us the edge. I'm certainly sinking ships in the region. I don't know if the game is considering that I am, which makes me sad. Alright, well I guess we've got to return.
Course 173.
Stupid little patrol route. While we're doing that, go ahead.
Back full.
Whoa! No,
Full
not
speed
back
ahead.
full. That's what I get for holding down shift to get to this ship quicker. And there we go. This guy should be destined for the bottom. Okay. So we can just do that. There we go. No need to continue going past this guy, because he is set for the bottom. Let's just go ahead and speed this up a bit while this ship shimmy and shakes itself down to the bottom. Don't know why I'm getting engine noise in the background. I shouldn't be. I'm nowhere near the hydrophone station. But apparently it only happens when I'm above. Oh, there we go. Got that sorted. Oh, nice. Nice, smooth, slow descent. Pretty much level. A little bit front heavy, no doubt due to the massive hole right... Oops, went under. Right there. And destined for the bottom. To no avail, I think. I don't think that quote unquote counted. So that's fun. But yeah, back to our patrol route. See you guys when something exciting happens. And after a very long time patrolling around, the VDU has told us to cease operations and return to base. We don't need to return to base. But we certainly don't need to be hampered by these minuscule, tiny little patrol routes.
All stop.
Let's go ahead and get rid of everything.
Waypoint.
We're on surface. How's our sub situation doing? 60%. Okay, so we can burn about half the fuel we currently have. My word. There is a big convoy up there. It's very faded. I doubt we'll be able to get to it. Even though it is going fairly slowly. We can always try, I guess. Is that going to be within our mission area? Not really.
Off speed ahead.
That's not going to be worth it. Because if we have to pursue, we're going to be outside of our area of operation. So let's just head up this way. See if we can't find something else to shoot. Back when something exciting happens, I hope. Alright, so, picked up another little hydrophone contact, and it's just by itself. We've got another single freighter coming on in. So, let's take a look. We can see that it's pretty much under the... in line with the beginning of the A in patrol. Dieter, on the deck gun. Thank you, sir. Let's kick our speed up a bit. Get ourselves in range, and I'm just gonna turn down the old in-game sound because it sure is loud. Alright, so we're opening fire. And looks like we're actually getting some hits in. While we get closer, let's go investigate. Oh, there it is. Once it gets on fire, it's easy to spot in nighttime. We got another merchant marine ship. Or at least a freighter flying the naval ensign. Yeah, that's a good hit. Oh, yeah, look at the explosions. That's what I'm talking about. Keep it up, Max. This guy's dead in the water now. I guess we don't necessarily need to be going this quickly now that this guy's going 3 knots. Let's check under the water line. Have we done any damage here yet? Oh, yes. Yes, we have. 2 big holes, 3, perhaps even 4. This guy's not going anywhere. So let's speed up time. It certainly is taking a... There we go. Oh, there goes the lifeboat. I don't think that is a standard lifeboat deployment procedure. This may have been a munition ship. I'm not really sure. There's certainly a lot of explosions on that. Job well done. Let's see. Oh, come on. It really doesn't look like that moved. Which leads me to one of 2 thoughts on this. Either these relatively large freighters that we're sinking are not even big enough to make a dent in the progress bar, or the game is not accepting these as valid kills. I'm not sure which is which. But it certainly is a little bit frustrating. What have we got here? A large convoy. I picked this guy up as a radio contact. So that's how I was so handedly able to intercept him. This is an older radio contact. I would imagine this fleet is likely gone by. And apologies for not sticking around watching that other ship sink, of course.
7. All stop. We're approaching our
Okay.
final waypoint.
But this recording session has gone on long enough as it is. I'd like to get going and at least make contact with the convoy. Let's go ahead.
Take her deeper.
Drop down to a nice deep depth.
Engage electric motors. Current depth 1
And
0
come on.
meters. Current depth 5
There we
0
go.
meters.
Give an old scan. Oh my. Well, we were looking for a convoy. I think we found it. Let's check the map. They
New
are...
contact, merchant, moving slow, closing, bearing 222, long range.
Let's just see if we can't watch these guys where they're going. And it looks like they're heading north.
Blow all ballast.
So let's blow our
New
ballast.
contact, merchant, moving slow, constant distance,
Get up
bearing
there.
226. Long range.
Alright, that should be good. Let's cut our
All
engines,
stop.
drop
Deeper, goddammit.
down.
Engage electric motors. Current depth 1 0
Alright,
meters.
well, oh, hello. That's definitely a warship. So one would assume...
New contact, merchant, moving slow, closing,
Yeah,
bearing
one would assume that,
249,
wouldn't they?
long
Okay,
range.
let's actually get rid of that. let's get rid of that.
All stop.
We're approaching our final waypoint.
Where are these guys coming? Still heading north, huh? Okay, let's get up to Periscope depth. And
New
see
waypoint. Course.
if we can't get
3,
ourselves...
3,
So this is
5.
looking like it might be in the middle of a convoy here.
All stop.
Let's see if we can't take a look around, shall we, Dieter? Head on up to the targeting periscope. Spin around for me, would you? And they're going to be coming in on the port side. Oh, let's... Oh, hello. If we can start getting visual contacts on the map, be very handy. Game. I didn't turn that option off. And I know I was getting smokestack reports and visual contacts when I was 50 meters under the sea. So now that I've got a periscope up, I'd really like thank you. Alright. Well, if the map is to be believed, and I have no reason not to believe the map, we're kind of right where we want to be. Minimap not really providing the things that we need a minimap to provide. Unless I'm completely off base. Nope, I'm not. Can we get this up so that 2 is a viable option if we increase speed a little bit? Yes. Okay, now.
All stop.
That sound of engines always makes me a little nervous.
Tracking new target.
That guy is indeed very close. And unfortunately, he's just too close for me to get a good shot. Now that looks like a bit of a trick shot. But I bet we could pull it off. There's really, unfortunately, with this giant freighter just sitting right there, there's not much else for us to take a shot at. Oh, God.
New contact.
Alright, we are going to pause the game, and I will be back in a moment. Alright, let's get back at it, shall we? Turn that guy on. I think if we just leave him here... It is kind of getting to be a bit of one of them fancy hook shots. Following the path of what this torpedo is going to have to do. I'm not sure this is going to actually work. But hey, there's no harm in trying. Well, maybe there is. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Tracking new target.
This guy might, though. Let's warm that up. Actually, let's just see if I can't get myself in. Oh, come on!
Target marked.
Waiting, waiting, waiting. It's gonna disappear before I get my shot. Or maybe not.
Firing tube 1.
That's a good hit. And what else we got? We got another guy
Target marked.
up there. Not looking very likely unless we do a little bit of a reposition.
Target marked.
That's looking a bit more promising though, isn't it? Well, maybe not. We gotta kind of wait till about there.
Torpedo impact.
Well, at least that's one hit. I guess we could just keep
Tracking new target.
picking off along this line. Although now it certainly looks like these ships are going to be taking evasive maneuvers. Really, as is to be expected. Can we get...
Target marked. Target marked.
Actually, that guy's coming in pretty close. Hello!
New target.
I guess you're behind us. So, if we swap over and go back around, actually, let's see.
Target marked.
Let's see if we can hit anything. We might be able to hit this one with a rear shot. Let's make sure to warm it up. And hitting F12 definitely does. There it is. Back up, back up. There we go. Hitting F12 definitely does move my... Oh, come on.
Target marked.
Yeah. You're not the ship I'm looking for. There goes that idea. Let's switch back up to a front-facing tube. Try for another target. You? Nah, maybe not. You? Maybe. Let's just inch it around. Yeah, he's taking a basic maneuver. Well, I guess we could slow this down then, couldn't we? Oh, come on.
Target marked.
Well, there we go. That's not bad.
Firing to
Screw it! What's the worst that could happen? Just want to start sinking some ships here. That's all I care about. That should theoretically have a good shot on that ship too. Hey, if we could keep our lock going, it'd be super groovy. And I guess another thing we could do in a convoy this big is just surface and start using our gun. Which is always a potential. Come on.
2, 3, lows.
There we go. If we check the map, I mean, the escorts for this massive convoy are a bit out of the way.
We have a task force inside. Bearing.
My only concern with that is, let's go back to our rear tube, see if we can't pick up anything behind us. Hey, 6-kilometer range on that. That is super handy. Oh, wait, no. No, it isn't.
Tracking new target.
Torpedo impact.
Guys, way out. We might be able to get a shot. Really confuse them. You know what I mean? Have them thinking, oh my gosh, there's got to be more than one submarine. It's an entire wolf pack taking on this convoy. No, no, no. Not an entire wolf pack. Just Guntram von Babenberg, Ace of the Sea. Come on. Come on. Come on. And
Tube 5.
Los. Here's hoping that works. Let's go to tube 4. Zoom this out. Yes, I complain about zooming out a lot, but when I control it, I don't really complain about it. What about you?
Target marked.
Yeah, that might work too. Kind of a long shot, and it might perhaps be better to aim
Target
at
marked.
that guy. Come on. Very appreciative here, of course, that the Royal Navy escorts don't seem to be taking too much of an interest in all these ships getting hit with torpedoes. Makes my job a lot easier.
Impact.
Should send a Christmas card to the Royal Navy. Oh my God. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on. And Los. There we go. All right. Well, let's switch back to Tube 1. Zoom ourselves out. See if we can't pick off anybody else. You are a potential. We drop it down to mid-speed, definitely gonna miss. So we will leave it there.
Torpedo impact.
Oh yeah. And
Firing tube
Los. That might be a miss. Hello. You're awfully close. Hello. Okay, well, with all of the torpedoes that we've got launching, let's go ahead, take a look around. It's going to be going on that ship. Let's just see if I can acquire my torpedo somewhere in the water. My mini-map doesn't seem to know the location of it. And I don't really know if going
New
under...
contact, merchant, moving fast, constant distance, bearing 8, medium range.
is going to be all that easy. Let's just see. We got no real visual points of reference on that thing, and oh, there we go. I just needed to zoom in is really all I needed to do. Herpaderp. This might actually be a good hit.
Torpedo impact.
And it is. Let's check out the size of the hole. Pretty darn big. Alright, well, we've got quite a few freighters here burning.
New contact,
which is always a good
merchant, moving fast,
Looks like we
moving
got
away, bearing
Greek
1, 2,
ship.
3, medium range.
Another British ship. We've got another British ship. We've got
New
another British
contact,
ship.
merchant, moving fast,
That's
closing,
good.
bearing 3, 1, 7, medium range.
No unnecessary or unallowed hits, which is handy. And the escorts are still
New contact, merchant, moving fast,
really
moving
ignoring
away,
us.
bearing 2, 1, 0, medium range.
Let's check our torpedo status here. We've got a few left, not too many. And
New
let's
contact,
check our mission
merchant,
status.
moving fast, constant distance, bearing 20.
Still
2,
directly
long
under the
range.
A. So we have only sunk officially
New
one
contact,
ship here.
merchant, moving fast,
And I don't
moving
necessarily
away, bearing
believe
1, 3, 9,
It was
medium
a
range.
big one. In fact, I think it's this little Greek ship here. Not sure what side the torpedo hit. But let's see. Yeah, not sure where that torpedo hit, but it definitely did hit. Ship is definitely going down. Which is handy dandy. Doesn't appear to be that my mini-map is updating with anything. Perhaps I need the periscope out for that to happen. But yeah, I'd say we made some quick work. The convoy here. Is this An escort ship? Ah, indeed it is. Unless he's sneaking up behind us, we're not going to really have a chance for a shot all that
We
quickly.
have a task force inside. Bearing 1, 2, 3.
Tube 5. Ready.
There's
Task force
definitely
sighted. Bearing 180.
a little bit of carnage going on here. Let's get ourselves zoomed in. And maybe this guy?
Target marked.
My god, the jump from 1 to
New
2
contact,
is
merchant,
insane compared to
moving
the jump
fast,
from 2 to
moving
3.
away. Bearing 159. Long range.
What else we got? Come on.
Target marked.
Can we get... No. Now it looks like our best chance on a
Target
rear
marked.
torpedo shot is going to be this guy. And even that
Ready.
really isn't going to be a good shot. Picking up something over
Tracking
here.
new target.
Too far out. Yeah, much too far out. Okay, well we got a front tube
Losing
back.
5. Tracking new target.
What do we got here? That looks to be a green ship, so let's avoid shooting at that.
Tracking new target.
We got another little tricky shot here. But considering the size of this ship, I think it's going to be worth it. So let's just wait for it, and
Tube 2. Los.
fire. Here's hoping that hits. We'll see. Pulling some evasive maneuvers, but considering the angle of approach on this torpedo, they might be turning into it.
Torpedo impact.
It certainly appears like they did. Let's check out the damage. There is none. Well, boo. It looks like there's some, though. They are on fire. And I think they're slowing down. Just make sure to get this down. Guy is coming very close to us. Not sure if they're bumping us or not, but, whew. That's pretty close. And you can see we are getting tossed around a little bit by it. But I don't think they're actually hitting us, which is, you know, close call. Very handy that they're not. And also handy that we're not going to really get sucked into their propellers, it doesn't look like. Nope. We're fine. We just got to kind of let things settle. We've got another ship sunk officially. Let's go check our mission. Perfectly in line with the A. So I think it's safe to say the mission is not updating my kills accurately or correctly. Definitely looks like we've got a destroyer coming. Let's go deeper. And I think let's leave the video here for now. I'm taking a risk. There is a bug where if you
New contact. Merchant. Moving fast. Constant distance.
save a
Bearing
game underwater,
3. Long
bad things
range.
can happen. And in fact, what I think I'm going to do before saving and ending the
New
video and all that,
contact. Merchant.
is
moving
just
fast. Moving away.
letting some of these ships that we hit
Bearing 1, 5,
perhaps sink.
3. Long range.
Because if we don't,
New contact.
They won't ever
merchant,
sink.
Moving fast. Moving
We got
away.
3.
Bearing 1,
should
5,
have about
9.
5 or
Long
6, I
range.
think. 4. Let's just head on up, slow this down, and see if we can't see some of the carnage. Still got a few ships kicking around, doing fairly decently for themselves. Let's head back up the Periscope depth. Let's see if we can't see things. We got some more hanging around. Slowly sinking. But they are sinking, which is good. We got a destroyer cruising, keeping an eye on things. But, yeah. For the most part, I'm going to say, job well done, Guntram. Even if the BDU doesn't recognize all these kills. I certainly do. That Polish ship here, although there is no damage on it, it certainly is taking on water. So, yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking happy. Are we back up to periscope depth? Almost. Let's get this guy deployed. Let's get it deployed facing forward.
2, 3, ready.
Come on.
Task force sighted. Bearing 2, 4, 5.
And I don't think anybody is really hanging around us.
New contact. Warship moving fast. Moving away. Bearing 8.
Let's just
5.
make sure.
Long range.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get that down. Let's get that down. Let's get up on the surface.
The boat.
Still close to the fleet.
Recharging batteries.
Can we
Engage electric motors. Recharging batteries.
open the hatch, please? Thank you. Still close to the fleet. But,
Shut down diesel engines. Recharging batteries.
yeah.
Recharging
We're not near enough for the escorts to come after us, and we're not underwater, so when we reload, the game won't think we're always underwater, which is, I think, what happened with the whole CO2 thing. Not 100% sure. Regardless, this game, or this video, has certainly gone on long enough. Useless patrol certainly feels like what I've just done. Let's go ahead and save this. Overwrite the selected file, and exit to Windows. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. The mission may not have countered them, but they certainly are showing up in our ship's sunk. So, I don't know. I might have to go in and look at doing some save game editing or something. But, you know what? We'll figure it out. All right. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.